From the studios at Brentwood High School, you're watching the award-winning WBHS 9 News with Nathan Zonarich, Chad Barker, reporters Raya Abulrab, Justice Butler, and Asher Posey. WBHS 9 News starts now.
Hello, Brentwood High School. I'm Nathan Zonarich.
And I'm Chad Barker. Here's what's making news.
The Christmas spirit is in the air. The girls' softball team made Christmas cards for those in need of a little holiday cheer. Asher Posey with more.
Then you're writing 5 different ones. It's okay to write similar things in there.
The softball team is creating Christmas cards for senior citizens and for those who are less fortunate in our community.
So every Thursday during the fall, we are doing a service project in the community. So every week it's been doing something different, and we just want to make an impact on those around us and the people who live in our community.
This isn't the first time they have helped to bring up the community. They have made letters of gratitude for the staff of BHS, and during the school day, they have collected donations.
I think as a team here at other schools where we've coached, we've definitely done this, but not since we've been at Brentwood, where we've taken one day where we would usually work out and exercise or practice, and part of our fall workouts is now trying to have an impact on the community. So we do every Thursday. During the school day, the girls carry around the buckets to gather change for Habitat for Humanity for Brentwood High School, and then after school is over is when we, participate in our service project somewhere in the community, whether it's cleaning up or writing cards or doing those sorts of things. Next week we're going to go to, I'm giving away the surprise, we're going to do an animal shelter, which I know we're going to love. Yeah, so the girls are going to love that, yeah.
Each player is looking to reach as many people as possible and warm as many hearts for Christmas as they can.
Well, each player is sending out or writing 5 cards, so hopefully we can reach as many people as possible. If we go out to Nashville in addition to Brentwood and Franklin, we're going to get them as far as we can to make sure everybody that we know or everybody around here can get a card.
Some of the players share how they feel about making their cards.
It's just really cool to know that something we're doing, just as simple as writing letters to someone who might not have anyone thinking about them, that's making an impact on their lives. And just, like I said, something as simple as just writing a card can make someone's whole entire year, their day even. It's just nice to know that something we are doing that might not seem like a big deal to us because we are so fortunate and blessed to have so many things, that something so simple can make someone else really happy.
And so it's good to spread out the happiness and the love around during the hard times for some people.
High honors for Brentwood High. Brentwood is one of 24 Williamson County schools named a reward school. That's the highest award a Tennessee school can earn, and is based on students making a high score on the TCAP standardized test.
A freshman English class decides the guilt or innocence of an accused killer.
Court is now in session.
All rise.
Cami Avery, second period English 1 honors class, just finished reading Of Mice and Men. At the end of the 1937 John Steinbeck novel, George Milton takes the life of his best friend, Lenny Small. In Miss Avery's class, George Milton has been charged with murder in the first degree. Last week, the students put him on trial. They dressed for their roles as jurors, witnesses, prosecutors, defense attorneys, bailiffs, and court reporters. The purpose of this exercise was to support their claims for or against George Milton's guilt using only evidence found in the book. Second period jurors found Milton not guilty.
Every year, Centennial Park hosts a cultural fair celebrating Nashville's diversity. Raya Abulrab has more.
Every year, Nashville Metro Parks hosts a cultural festival in Centennial Park. This festival celebrates all cultures and communities in Nashville with vendors and food stands from all over the world, such as India, the Mediterranean, Mexico, and Native American tribes. With an area hosted by teenagers and an area for little kids, this festival is something for everyone.
Oh, this is Ritzy clutches, so the bags are handmade from India. So, rural part of women, they make it, and I'm just helping them. Oh, it feels good that it's Celebrate Nashville, and you can see how many communities are here in Nashville, and it just makes you feel connected.
Ritu also has a Facebook page where she sells the same purses as she does in the cultural festival. In the weeks after the festival, Ritzy Clutches sells more purses.
We own Essie and Olive, which is an all-natural gourmet frozen popsicle company.
David Talbert has attended this festival 2 years straight and would have attended it last year had COVID not canceled the event.
When we brought our business back to Nashville almost 4 years ago, was the very first event because we came late in the year. It was the very first event that we did. and didn't know anything about it, and it turned out to be really one of my favorite events all year in Nashville, and so we've just stayed with it. It's a lot of fun.
SC and Olive is a small fleet of carts that come to events such as this, with a store possibly opening next year. Coming to the Cultural Festival helps boost the amount of events their carts travel to.
Well, yeah, certainly. It's a very busy event with lots of folks. On the years that the weather is hot, obviously, that's good for us, and people usually line up. So yeah, it's been good, and it's allowed us to reach different parts of Nashville community that we might not otherwise reach.
The Cultural Festival is free for anyone who visits and will continue to happen for years to come. Ryan Abulrup, WBHS 9.
Coming up, the retake dates for class photos.
And updates on Brentwood High sports.
OXO, expandable, functional, and delightful.
Time to smile for the camera. All freshmen, sophomores, and juniors lined up to have their photo taken for the yearbook. Proofs will be back in about a month, and students will have a chance to buy them. For any senior who didn't take their portraits over the summer, retakes are October 20th. Retakes for everyone else is October 28th. The cross-country team is on a roll, with the girls team being undefeated and the boys team with good, consistent finishes. Here to talk more about the cross-country team's success is Coach Joe Fedoris. So, Coach Fedoris, how are you feeling on the cross-country team and their success this year?
So far, so great. The girls haven't lost a race this year or since 2019, so we've been rolling on that front. They're a great squad with a lot of heart and a lot of passion for the sport. The boys have put out, we haven't finished lower than 5th at any meet, which was this last weekend coming off Jesse Owens Classic, where girls won, boys got 5th. But at a meet where there's 250 schools in 5 different states represented, a pretty good showing from both teams so far this year.
So how do you feel the team will do for the remainder of the year?
Yeah, coming up we have some big meets. We traveled out of state for 3 different meets this year. Now we're all in state. We'll run at Sanders Ferry, which is the state cross-country course coming up this Saturday, and then we have just a couple more meets before the state meet. Our training is starting to go down a little bit as far as mileage, starting to amp up the speed a little bit. So we're excited to see what the kids can do with a little fresher legs coming up.
Now, since you're also participating in the track and field, how are you feeling about the upcoming season?
Yeah, very excited about track. Girls were state cross-country, state indoor, and state outdoor champions in track last year, so expectations are extremely high, but not just from the external, but the internal with the coaching staff and the athletes. Boys have not finished lower than 10th and really ever in the state track, not cross country, sorry. So expectations on both fronts are super high. We're excited. Right now we're focused on cross country, but as soon as that ends, I'll be gearing up for the track season.
The cross country team's next meet will be tomorrow in the Saturday Night Fever in Hendersonville. Now back to Chad with more information on sports.
Soccer and volleyball both played in the district tournament this week. Girls soccer bounced back from a loss to Ravenwood by tying Hendersonville 1-1 and shutting out Oakland 5-0 on senior night. Each of the 5 seniors scored a goal. Unfortunately, they were sent home after losing in the semifinals of the district tournament on Tuesday against Franklin 3-1. The volleyball team was swept 3-0 by both Ravenwood and Nolensville, then swept the 2 final regular season games against Cookeville and Centennial. Unfortunately, they also were sent home early in the semifinals of the district tournament after losing to Nolensville 3-0. For the first time since 2015, the golf team won the state championship on Tuesday in Knoxville. Football won against Hillsborough on homecoming 20-7 and backed it up by winning against Independence 20-17. They play at Franklin tonight at 7.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Nathan Zonarich.
And I'm Chad Barker. Have a good fall break and see you back in 2 weeks.